Imagine waking up one day to find that your freedom has vanished, your rights, your choices, even your name, all erased by a regime that dictates who you are and what you will become. Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale is not just a dystopian novel. It is a chilling warning, a mirror reflecting both our past and our present. Gilead, the totalitarian theocracy within its pages, may feel like a distant nightmare, but its shadows stretch into reality. But what if its seeds are already sown, waiting to take root? A world of control? To understand Gilead, we must ask, how does a free society crumble into tyranny? History warns us, oppressive regimes do not rise overnight. They creep in bit by bit, under the guise of order, morality, protection. In The Handmaid's Tale, we see this transformation through Offred's eyes. Once she had a career, a family, independence. Then, with chilling swiftness, the new government took it all away. Women lost the right to work, the right to read, the right to choose. And those who could bear children, they were stripped of autonomy, turned into handmaids, state property, existing only to serve. But does this sound so far-fetched? Across the world, reproductive rights are debated. Women's autonomy remains a battleground. And history, it has seen regimes police the most fundamental aspects of life. Identity, family, reproduction. The echoes of Gilead are already here. The power of language, when words become chains, controlled. Better never means better for everyone. It always means worse for some. Gilead's grip is not only enforced through violence, but through language itself. Words are rewritten, meanings distorted, history erased. Handmaids no longer have names of their own. They are simply Offred of Glen, defined by the men they serve. Control of language is control of thought. We have seen this before in propaganda, in censorship, in regimes that shape reality by controlling the story. When words lose their truth, resistance becomes silence. Resistance and hope, the power of remembering. Yet, even in the bleakest moments, resistance flickers. Moira, Offred's rebellious friend, refuses to submit. She fights, she escapes, and even Offred, trapped in the system, finds small ways to resist, in stolen words, in secret glances, in memories of a world before, because that is how resistance begins, in remembering. Gilead wants them to forget their past, to forget their own names. But as long as they remember, there is hope. The question is not, could Gilead happen? The real question is, where do we already see it? In every movement that fights for freedom, in every law that seeks control instead of empowerment, in every moment where silence is easier than speaking out. But here's the truth. Just as darkness spreads, so does light. Change begins when we recognize oppression, name it, and refuse to accept it. So ask yourself, where do I see control disguised as order? Where do I see resistance fighting to be heard? Because if The Handmaid's Tale teaches us anything, it is this. The future is not set in stone. It is shaped by those who choose to remember, to speak, and to resist.